Welcome to Classic Blend Movies. This is number 74 for you. Hope you're enjoying your day. Chris, I have a question for you. I want to talk about, and now I know this movie is a little bit later than movies that we usually talk about. Solo. I would like to know what your thoughts are on... Our date range usually ranges, it's the 80s, give or take 5 years, we say. So 1975 to 2000, or 1975 to...
He'll get there.
1995.
Yeah.
That's how we do it. We do a 20-year block. So we encompass the 80s, give or take 5 years. Right? That's the way we do it. So I want to know your thoughts on this movie that usually we wouldn't talk about a movie like this in this time frame, and I want to know your thoughts on it.
What movie again?
Solo.
A Star Wars story?
Solo.
I did not see it.
You didn't see Solo.
Did not see it.
Chris, you've had a long time to see Solo, because I'm talking about the Mario Van Peebles classic from 1996.
I knew it!
Called Solo. Part man, part machine, total weapon, Chris.
I did see that.
You did see it.
Yes.
I want to know about Mario. See, now...
Mario Van Peebles.
1996.
Peebles?
It's
Peebles?
out of the range that we normally do things. It's a year after.
That's all right.
You see what I'm saying?
That's okay.
A little bit of movie. That's the thing is, people... Did they really need to name that Solo?
They did.
It's stupid. They could have called it 1,000 other things. They could have called it...
They could have, but they didn't.
You know, the scoundrel and the
scoundrel.
Something,
all right,
you know?
But you gotta understand, man.
Anyway,
people are trying to be different.
I know.
So what's going... Why are you bringing this up?
I'm just saying that did you know that there was this movie in 1996 called Solo?
That was when
starring Van Peebles.
That was when he was... Like, in my head, when I think about it, like him and Wesley Snipes were like...
Yeah.
Those were the two black action dudes besides Carl Weathers.
Gotcha.
In my head. You know what I'm saying?
Carl Weathers is just the ultimate.
Action Jackson.
Yep.
All right. Mm-hmm. Bishop. Not Bishop. Yeah, no. What was his name in Predator? It was Bishop, wasn't it?
No.
No, what was his name?
No.
Oh, you old son of a... Remember? And then they clasp the hands. And then they have that meme that's like the world blows up when they do that on YouTube. God, I love that thing. So good.
On the spot like that.
Well, while he's trying to think of this, what we do here...
Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm taking an 80s bro.
What we do on Classic Blend Movies is we take two movies that are randomly generated. He has one, I have one. We don't know what each other has. However, we are going to reveal them to each other, and then we're going to talk about them a bit, and then we're going to mash them together and make a brand new movie in the 80s shared universe that we have created.
Gosh, I can't believe I don't.
No
know.
holds
I can't
barred.
believe I can't believe I'm doing this right now.
It's Dutch.
I'm so annoyed right now that I even have to look this up.
Blanking.
Stupid Dylan, man.
Dylan.
How on earth can I forget
Dylan.
that?
God.
I'm mad at you right now for putting me on the spot in front of the whole internet.
Yeah. Oh, don't look at anything.
All right.
Don't look at anything. Don't look
So
at anything.
I know. Well, I'm going to show you what I have right now.
All right, here we go.
That's
All
it.
right,
so first movie randomly generated and given to me.
Fatherhood with
Fatherhood. Let's see. What do you have? Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension.
Yeah.
There's an 80s classic.
You had to add that eighth dimension. Right? You have to add that in there because I will tell you why.
Buckaroo
All right,
Banzai.
Fatherhood.
Fatherhood.
2 words. Father.
Patrick Swayze.
Oh.
What
do we say about Patrick Swayze?
The National Treasure?
National Treasure.
National Treasure.
National Treasure. If you didn't know that, now you do. You're welcome.
Now you do. 1993, directed by Daryl Root. Okay. Patrick Swayze stars as Jack, who's a guy in jail, and he has... Come on, man.
Sorry.
He has kids. The kids are being taken care of by the mom. Mom ends up dying. He kind of, they kind of coerce him out of jail or whatever.
Can I just read? Can I read the tagline? Can I please read the tagline?
Yes.
He's America's most wanted dad.
Yeah, they just want him in his life. So he tries to pawn him off on his mom in Vegas, but turns out she's in trouble with the law and everything like that. He hides them and brings them out to New Orleans to pull off a heist to try to set them up for life and everything like that. He goes back to jail at the end of the movie, and they wait for him to come back out and everything.
That's it?
And he's like, yeah, I'm not going to get into it. I'm just going to tell you right now, Halle Berry's in there.
What year again? I'm sorry, what year?
93. Halle Berry's in there. Sabrina Lloyd plays his daughter, Kelly. Brian Bonsall plays his son, Eddie. Michael Ironside and Adrienne Barbeau.
That's the daughter?
Yes. Michael Ironside and Adrienne Barbeau are also in this movie.
Adrienne Barbeau's in this too?
And Diane Ladd.
Ironside's in?
Yeah.
Ooh.
And Diane and Ladd.
Oh, Diane Ladd.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Anyway, I'm going to tell you a little bit about Sabrina Lloyd, his daughter. If you might know her as Wade Wells from Sliders.
Yeah.
Yep. And then the boy,
She looks
Eddie,
way
played
older
by
to be his
Brian Bonsall, is Andy Keaton from Family Ties.
Yeah.
The little boy.
The little boy,
the
yeah.
youngest Keaton.
The youngest Keaton, yeah.
So I'm just going to tell you a little bit about that. Anyway, that's really all I have to tell you about it. It doesn't have. It's not well regarded. This movie. This isn't
well-
going to join the 100 most important films of all time, or even 1,000 most important.
But it's got one of America's treasures in it. So.
It does.
He's a national treasure. All right, let me
Absolutely.
tell you about the Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai across the 8th dimension.
Yeah.
1984.
Peter Weller.
Peter Weller, directed and produced by W.D. Richter. Okay, so
This movie played a big part in Ready Player One, if I'm not mistaken.
I wouldn't say a big part.
There were multiple references to Buckaroo.
Well, he
Banzai.
wears it during.
Yeah.
If you've never seen Ready Player One, it's a good movie. It's a great book, good movie,
Chances are, if you're watching this, you've seen.
probably. So yes, he wears that outfit and stuff. His name is Dr. Buckaroo Banzai. He's a polymath. Kenny, do you know what a polymath is?
I will in a moment.
Polymath is
I'll get back to you.
okay. You want me to
Go-
tell you?
just
Or
go
you
ahead
want
and
me to
tell me. I'll get back to
Polymath is somebody who is proficient or has many degrees.
Yes.
In multiple things.
Sounds good.
So polymath Dr. Buckaroo Banzai, he's a physicist. Count it down. Physicist, neurosurgeon,
Yeah.
test pilot, and a rock
Put
musician.
in there, a test pilot.
Okay. His goal in this movie is to save the world by defeating a band of interdimensional
Always are.
aliens called the Red Lectroids
Wasn't this the premise of
from Planet 10.
Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull?
You know what? I
Interdimensional
didn't see that.
beings
I
or
didn't see
something
that.
like-
I didn't
You
see
didn't
that
see
one.
it?
I didn't see that one.
Oh, you're so lucky.
Because
Oh my gosh, Chris
because
is
I
so
didn't
lucky.
want it to ruin.
It ruined it.
Yeah,
It's
I
done.
didn't want it. And from what I hear,
It's like watching The Last Jedi.
it's
It's like watching The Last Jedi.
why
Because you're pushing me out of frame now.
No, why in my shot? It's so weird. So the film is a cross between like an action adventure. Yeah, I thought we set these cameras up. An action adventure film and a sci-fi film. It's got comedy, satire, and a little bit of romance. Here's the thing: Peter Weller plays Buckaroo Banzai. John Lithgow plays the bad guy.
He was in Harry and the Hendersons.
He was. I love John Lithgow. You don't like John Lithgow?
I didn't like that Third Rock from the Sun show.
That show aside, that was a cool show.
Him
But
doing YouTube voice, like the whole series.
all right. The thing is, that
was
was
very hammy.
that was a cool show. But Harry and the Hendersons was great. He was in in Dexter.
was
You ever
also-
watched Dexter? He played in Dexter.
There was also a Harry and the Hendersons
TV show.
TV show.
Yeah, he wasn't in that. Anyway, he's in this. He plays bad guy, Dr.
gotcha.
Emilio Lazaro
right,
/
cool.
whatever. Ellen Barkin,
Gotcha.
Clancy Brown. You know
Gotcha.
Clancy Brown. Lewis Smith, Jeff Goldblum.
Again? Oh, a national treasure.
Another national
Hold on.
treasure.
We're stripping Jeff Goldblum out of that movie, and we're taking Patrick Swayze out of this movie.
Okay.
Okay? We need Peter Weller in there, too. He's an 80s
You
staple.
know who Robert Ito is?
No, he's an 80s
He's in this
staple.
too. Here's the thing. Buckaroo Banzai. There was a sequel for this movie.
Yeah. Really?
They wanted to do a
Yeah,
sequel.
yeah, yeah. I was
but
going to say, I don't believe there was.
They never basically got around to do it. I want to tell you, I told you this was 84. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna get.
Okay, you've been talking about
too
this
much
a
into
really
it.
long
So
time.
here's the thing:
This is what we're supposed to be saving for the podcast.
Buckaroo Banzai. I say we go with Buckaroo Banzai as the main thing because he's
Yeah.
the one that has the adventures and stuff like
Okay,
that.
so he's taking Jeff Goldblum, two national treasures, Jeff Goldblum and Patrick Swayze.
Hold on a second, because Jeff Goldblum did not play a huge role in this movie.
He's going to play a huge role in the sequel.
All right, so he plays a character called Dr. Sidney Zweibel,
That's fine.
or New Jersey.
That's okay.
Okay,
That's perfect. Because
So-
he plays, he's going to be called, I don't know.
what's his name in the movie?
His name in the movie is Jack.
Swayze- Jack. Great.
Jack Charles.
So let's make a new Buckaroo Banzai adventure. We're gonna make a new Buckaroo Banzai. You know what I'm saying? Are we doing that? What do you think? What you're falling over?
Take 3. Say it again.
Yeah. Buckaroo Banzai.
Buckaroo Banzai. He did it. Good
Yeah.
job.
Nah, get up, put it back. It's gonna fall off your lap. It's gonna fall off your lap. Yeah. So,
Yeah. All right. Well,
guys, tell me what you want to do. I know you want to take
I
the
wanna
two
take-
National Treasure. Is this called National Treasure 3?
no.
Is it a National
Nicolas
Treasure
Cage is not
prequel?
showing up in this movie.
He's another National Treasure.
he's not.
Because he was in a movie called
really-
National Treasure.
Then you don't know that National Treasure was originally about Jeff Goldblum. National Treasure 2 was about Patrick Swayze.
Okay, and the National Treasure 3 was the National Treasure.
There is no National Treasure 3.
Well, there should be. There is not going to be.
Okay, hold on a second. Let's do this. Let's take Buckaroo Banzai. What does he do? He goes through dimensions.
Yes.
And he's going through the dimension, and he's going to grab Jack.
Okay, well, I'll tell you one thing. Let me tell you one thing about this. The beginning of this movie, he's a test pilot. He and his mentor, Dr. Hikida, perfect the oscillation overthruster, which lets them go through solid matter. Essentially meaning that that's what they do. They go through dimension. That's interdimensional. So they can travel to another dimension to get through matter and stuff. So I'm just saying that's the interdimensional thing.
That's
here.
fine. That's how they get Patrick Swayze out of jail.
They get him to come.
Take him.
Why do they need him?
They need him because he's good.
At you can't just say
going to jail. He's good at going.
Good.
He knows jails. They need to take care of some beings in prison. People were wrongly imprisoned, and they're trying to save them. And the only guy who knows how to get in and out of jail. Listen, he's a good guy. He sits in there. He gets out on good behavior.
This sounds like it's going to be a movie that could be solved by just one Post-it note that someone gave a producer by saying, let them use that overthruster thing. No, they burned through the overthruster getting him out of jail, and now they need him
and the only one who could help fix it is Dr. New Jersey, Jeff
Goldblum.
Goldblum. So then
Goldblum?
they need to get him too, and they go, oh, we thought we were done with him. No, they got to get him again.
Okay.
So this movie's going to be called...
It's going to be...
Buckaroo Banzai.
Not the adventure.
Buckaroo.
Oh! Give it a clapper.
Yeah.
Buckaroo Banzai. And definitely Peter Weller. He's definitely coming back.
Yeah. Well, he is Buckaroo Banzai.
Yeah. That dude's in his 70s right now.
And he might be coming back for RoboCop.
They want him back. Yeah, they want him back.
I hope so.
Which you really, why couldn't you?
Well, if they're going to ditch RoboCop, first of all, they need to ditch RoboCop 2 because that was a stupid movie.
They need to ditch 3.
No,
RoboCop
2
was great.
Was dumb.
I love 2.
The kids pulling them apart
I loved
stupid.
it. I don't care. I love the Kane creature. Loved it.
Nope. All right, Buckaroo Banzai across Buckaroo Banzai and fatherhood.
No. It's going to have to be like Buckaroo Banzai.
In the hood.
I was gonna say the Great Escape or something because it's you said it yourself. They're doing this jail stuff.
I know, but fatherhood. That's the whole point of this movie.
Look at my face.
Buckaroo Hood.
My face is melting. No, Buckaroo Hood. Get out of here, man.
Buckaroo
You're not.
Banzai. In the hood.
I hate it. I hate you right now.
Buckaroo Banzai.
Flipping hate you right now. Write it down. I don't care. Write it down.
We got it. Okay.
Hate it.
If you like movies, you might also like television. You might also like toys. You might also like games. Because we do that also.
We do that also.
Every weekday, we're coming at you with a new video.
I do want to mention one thing.
Yeah.
Before we end this. Now that we've got Buckaroo Banzai, we've unlocked it.
Yes.
Which means we can do a commentary.
We'll do a commentary. We always say we're going to do a commentary.
And we will.
Doing commentaries.
So just don't you worry about a thing.
Thanks for watching. Find us everywhere at Retro Squad.
See you tomorrow.
Take care. 80s always.
And forever.
I was trying to do something different this time.
Yes.